So hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and I wanted to make a video reflecting on something that I've learned from this generation of gaming at least. The absolute value of an exclusive game title that releases on any system. Now, I've been owning an Xbox One pretty much since release, and for the most part I haven't had a bad time with the system. I've played it pretty actively. I've played many of my multi-platform games on an Xbox One, and I've had a pretty decent time from it. And over the years, the Xbox One has proven that it can be a pretty strong, pretty healthy system, and it provides some pretty good incentives for buying. I became an Xbox One X owner when I got a new television, just to, have just because if you have the kit and you can get the Xbox One X, I decided to upgrade to the system, and I have genuinely enjoyed it. The backwards compatibility is pretty sweet. Some of the games have actually been updated for backwards compatibility, so they render at a much higher resolution, 4K even. The games, when they're multi-platform and they get that Xbox One X enhancement, look very nice. It's a very, very decent product when you want to do some pretty high-end gaming. I don't think anybody can deny that it is a very powerful system. I think it's a very interesting system at this moment because right now Xbox has the most powerful system, and it is a night and day kind of difference if you're somebody that has seen the top tier stuff, that has been used to enthusiast grade stuff. Because playing a game like Assassin's Creed Origins on the Xbox One X proves that it is a very, very good-looking, very powerful system. And I'm sure many owners of the One X who play a lot of these multi-platform games can agree. And I think as in general, most gamers who have either the PS4 Pro or the Xbox One X, who have seen both, who can think with a level head, know that the Xbox One X can push out some better visuals, and it's an interesting system. But I've realized the true value of an exclusive comes now. Even with these higher end systems, I find the PlayStation 4 to still be a far more appealing purchase. And that's just simply due to the fact that one system has exclusive games. One system has games that make the console worth owning. Now, being somebody who owns both the Xbox, PlayStation, and a PC, I'm in a really interesting spot because I have the choice to pick where I can play some of these games. So, when I mention exclusive in this video, I'm mentioning exclusive games just to that system. So we're talking about Halo 5 Guardians, a game that you cannot play on the PC. I'm talking about Horizon Zero Dawn, a game that you cannot play on the PC or Xbox. Halo 5, you can't play it on the PS4. No, I didn't mention that at that point. And for PC, games like, StarCraft 2, the good version of, the playable version of fucking PUBG, uh, multiple PC titles that are exclusive to itself that you can't play on the consoles in any way, shape, or form, which makes picking between these systems more difficult. But I found out that, really in the end of the day, especially in this generation of gaming, I find that Xbox has really lacked in this sphere. I made a video a long time ago talking about Scalebound, which is one of the games that I was really genuinely excited for on the system. It was interesting, it was different from the regular shooter crowd, it was different from the, Halo, Gears of War, and Forza formula that Microsoft has stuck to. It was something unique, it was something genuinely worth investing your time into, at least from what I saw. It was canceled. And so far, I've seen many Xbox One games sort of cancel or just completely disappear out of the spectrum and not show up. It's been an interesting ride all the way through. Upcoming, one of the games that I've been genuinely excited for years now has been Crackdown 3, a game that I've only ever seen glimpses of gameplay of whenever Microsoft decides to release them, a game that has been touted as having an entire destructible city. We haven't even gotten a beta test for this new type of cloud server processing that they're introducing. We haven't even gotten anything to really grasp on with this game. And that's one of the reasons that I've just sort of been kind of fed up with the whole system as of now. There are other games that have come out exclusive, well, not exclusives. Nowadays, the Xbox exclusive means a game that comes out on Xbox One and PC, which I'll get to. Another game that came out was Sea of Thieves, a game that I was really looking to try and understand, see if it was worth owning. And whereas I was about to get it, I put my money towards Yakuza 6, a game that I was far more invested into getting. It was a game that literally, from what I've heard from reviewers and people that have played it with tons of hours put into it, is the equivalent of No Man's Sky. They call it No Man's Sea. Now, this is one of the two exclusives that I know for as far as Microsoft is releasing. Everything else is just kept under wraps, or at least not announced. Everyone keeps saying wait till E3, and we've been waiting for years for Microsoft's E3 reveal, and we find out that there's no true Xbox One exclusives left anymore. It's got the most powerful system right now, and without a doubt, when Red Dead Redemption 2 comes out, I'll probably end up getting that for Xbox, but it's an interesting situation where you can really understand, without good exclusives, without actual games that are only ever released on that system, it really makes a system not worth owning when you can end up getting a better version somewhere else. For example, when Halo Wars 2 came out, it was a game that I bought on my Xbox One, but I ended up just playing it on the PC anyways. Why? That's where you probably play an RTS. Same thing with Forza Horizon 3. Same thing with Gears of War 4. I ended up buying those games on the Xbox digitally and then just canceling the download, downloading it on my PC and playing it there. And whereas most people, sometimes they don't have that option, they have to only play it on the Xbox, it still devalues the system, in my opinion. You're still going out of your fucking way to completely release a different version on another platform that you're splitting up A, the community, and B, you're making it so that that game doesn't really push that system out there. Would people have bought an Xbox One X for Gears of War 4 exclusively? Yeah, they would have. They would have definitely gone out and probably bought it. It was a big game. Gears of War is not some tiny franchise. Same thing with, I believe, Forza Horizon 3. With Forza Horizon 2 being such a good game, I'm sure people would have flocked and probably picked up an Xbox One or a couple if Forza Horizon 3 was actually a full exclusive like Forza Horizon 2 is. I'm sure people would have fucking went out and bought an Xbox One X just for fucking Halo Wars 2. I'm sure they would have bought it just for the excellent Forza Motorsport games that come out. I'm sure people would have bought the system if you decided to release it. I don't know what Microsoft really does think. I feel like they definitely want to at least put their foot into the PC market, which of course they can by releasing games at a somewhat different pace, or at least releasing different games, but I feel like you need to give Xbox One a little more leg to stand on, Microsoft. I feel like exclusive games need to be a little more of a forefront when you're releasing a console, because at this point, the differences between a console and a PC are very minimal, I would find. I will always say that a console is basically just a far more restrictive computer nowadays, and if it comes down to the point where you can just get that same experience, but better on a computer, why the heck would you fucking go out and buy an Xbox One or a One X? If you can buy that game, load it onto your computer, play it in ultra-wide 4K, whatever resolution format, whatever graphic settings you want, at a better input, all that stuff, versus the Xbox side. You've got the PlayStation Pro, or the PlayStation 4 side, which actually has true exclusive games coming out. You've got Yakuza 6, you've got God of War, you've got Death Stranding releasing, you've got a bunch of these true exclusive titles that are genuinely keeping people excited and keeping a bunch of people coming around. And even beyond that, Sony is still investing more and more money into the prospect of creating more exclusive games. I've heard rumors of Microsoft acquiring stuff, but as of now, as of many years, I haven't seen any new progress from any new type of exclusives coming out. It seems that Microsoft has actually piggybacked from the Xbox 360 days to an even smaller pool of exclusive games. Exclusive games that are becoming more and more like mobile games at this point, with microtransactionable systems and genuine lack of content compared to what that series used to bring. You can't tell me Halo 5 has as much content as like fucking Halo Reach, or even Halo 4 for that instance. You can't tell me that Gears of War 4 is as banging as Gears of War 3. These games are changing for the worse, but there's also less of them coming out. And the point is, they're not even fucking exclusive systems anymore. They're not games that have come out for that shit. There used to be a point where games would come out and basically make it a reason for you to buy a console. I'm playing through Final Fantasy X right now, and I can understand why people would have bought a PS2 for that fucking title. It's a great game. But it's one of the reasons why I think that they should still keep pushing some form of... Give the Xbox One owners, Microsoft, some fucking reason to own that system versus any other system. That's all I really have to say. It's just one thing that's been hitting me lately, and it's an interesting situation. You've got one of the most powerful systems on the planet, one of the more interesting features, but you've got a system that just doesn't fucking have the games that are going to push the sales just exclusively for that shit. It's a weird system. But let me know what you think about the whole exclusive situation. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike if you dislike it. This is me, Mudahar, and I am out.